Now, the self-sponsorship pathway was not meant to be possible if the passive recruitment was still active. There's something they call passive recruitment. In passive recruitment, what simply happens is your employer will be the one to look for you and prepare you for a job that they want you to do. They will sponsor your journey through that preparation. And if you spend any money in the process, they will pay you back. All right. So the WHO and some other organizations, together with the federal government, began to fight passive recruitment, because what they said was that the people that they were getting were needed in their country. So they wanted to see how they can make it difficult for people in this country, in this. Okay, thank you, Modupe. I see that. People in third world countries, they want to find it difficult for them to find a means to travel because they believe that they are siphoning them of their needed care workers. But there was no ban on active recruitment. Did you get what I mean? There was no ban on active recruitment. So what that means is that you can seek an employer. In the past, employer was one that was seeking you. But now you can go ahead and tell an employer, I am fit for your work. I am qualified for your work. And look at my CV, interview me, collect my credentials, and I'll work for you. That is active recruitment. That one is still in vogue. And it can happen with anybody, including an healthcare worker, a nurse, a doctor, anybody in the world. You understand? And that is the leverage of what I call the self-sponsorship pathway. Do you understand? So if you now want to go ahead with that self-sponsorship pathway and you are a nurse, there is a way you go about it. So I'll just outline that. The first thing is that you must understand that to practice a nurse in the UK, you must have your PIN. To have your PIN, you must be tested as an English language speaker. All right? And then to be, and that one is why you need IELTS. But for you to practice as a nurse in the UK, there are 2 exams you must write. One is the CBT and the second is the OSCE. The testing as an English speaker is coming based on the fact that you have already passed the academic exam, which is the CBT and the OSCE. So what makes you to work as a nurse in the UK is your OSCE. Is your OSCE. But what makes you to pass your OSCE is your CBT, or what makes you qualify for your CBT and for your OSCE is your CBT. So what actually what is required for you to write OSCE in the UK is CBT, not IELTS. So if you have anyone that has already passed CBT, you are qualified to write OSCE. All right? Now, the OSCE qualifies you to work when you have been confirmed that you can speak good English, and that can be confirmed by your IELTS. So IELTS come into play when you want to collect your PIN. CBT come into place when you want to write OSCE. I don't know if you get the point now. So this is the simplicity around it, and I want you to sit from that perspective and begin to gear your mind towards it. Now, what is the principle that I want to share with you? Is the principle of understanding strategy. When I say strategy, I mean step-by-step strategy. Number 1, the journey is financially tasky. That's number 1. But you don't have to start with full financial muscle. You can spread the journey for a long period. For example, if you are here now, you don't want to struggle when you have already gotten your OSCE to get your PIN. The best bet is, why don't you sort out your IELTS early? That's the reason why people advise you sit for your IELTS, so that once you have your IELTS in your pocket, sit for your CBT, get your ski and run. Okay. But some people can say, I want to get my OSCE. When I'm getting my OSCE, I can get my IELTS at the same time. It's a wise one too. If you have the assurance of how you can pass IELTS at once, which I can give you, if I take you for IELTS 4 weeks consistently and you're doing whatever I has to do, you pass IELTS straight on. There's no go come. If that happens and you are working with that, you can go ahead and sit for OSCE with your CBT. Is that clear? Now, having said that, I want to really touch back to the issue of how you can walk this journey without delay. And what is the principle? Your financial resources, and target a strategy per month. This month, I'm going to be focusing on preparation. I will start it. I will start my one. Let me see myself to get more. What is the wisdom? Is the impression that you have to make. Why? It takes about 2 million to sit for OSCE. If you fail it once, you will spend another 1 million. And that 1 million, you have to get it fast. Do you understand? So what does that mean? Whatever you are doing now, if you have not gotten the money, start OSCE preparation. You know, recently I've spoken to a few number of persons who have not even perhaps maybe sorted out the fixing around their job strategy. The thing I discovered about them is that many of them who entered to the UK via the OSCE preparation strategy struggled. Why? They were told that in 2 weeks you'll be fine. But it's not exactly as true. Your focus on OSCE preparation, and I mean, can be a time buyer, because OSCE preparation will give you psychology. I'm preparing for OSCE. I need to get money. I'm preparing for OSCE. I need to get money. That's the psychology I'm going to give you. And based on that psychology, you will be able to maybe find some form of wisdom or strategy on how to probably get money. But when I saw preparation, people say, yeah, I should be just go on YouTube and be getting stuff. Now, let me say this to you. Yesterday, a few persons came from neighboring town to come and practice here. What did they discover? They discovered that there was so many that they have learned that they didn't need for the OSCE. When you practice OSCE on your own, you will learn too much. That too much you will learn, you will be your enemy in the exam. That's the truth. And the strategy is be able to ensure that you have a kind of, will I call it structured practice, or will I call it part practice, a practice that has been regulated to be accurate, is such the one that you might benefit from, that we have avoid you from jumping to just all manner of resources that you don't need. To be able to also get what you need to pass OSCE on time and know it until you, as if you know your name, before you enter UK, is worth it. It's a 2 million exam. Sadly, I can't see anybody on screen. I'm just forced to I'll keep pushing. Hopefully, I'll be able to speak to some people. At least I know somebody is listening to me. Are we together, please? So, the brutality that you give yourself to ensure that you prepare for OSCE too much in a regular and accurate environment where you are not under pressure and under a certified tutor or a certified examiner can give you an edge more than someone that is checking on YouTube, speaking to different people, but not exactly sure what exactly the exam was based on the current situation. Now, why am I saying this? Your finances is going to be involved, but you will need a lot of finances that you may not be able to get at once. So what do you do? As soon as you perceive readiness, that readiness can be invested into preparation that you can start slowly but surely. You are preparing, you are starting, you are moving, you are taking steps, but you're already in the game. You are not outside, you are in. Now, in the sense that I'm preparing for the exam now, I have someone I'm reporting to, I have evaluation, we have constant meetings, we discuss on what we are doing, I have a partner that I'm accountable to, and I'm focusing on the exam. That one is an headache that you must solve. The second headache will now be, okay, how do I get more money? But that one can go alongside. So people, what people do is that they take the headache of money, put it on their head, drop the headache of preparation until they get money. When they now get the money, preparation is very low. Normally, it should be the same level. As money is increasing, preparation should be increasing. Not that money should be low, preparation should be high, or preparation should be high, and preparation should be low, money should be high. Because at the end of the day, that money that you say you have, you don't want to waste that money. You don't want to waste that money. And if you are preparing, it is not about, when I say I don't mean self-preparation, I mean preparation that is tapered. Something that you know that I know that I'm preparing accurately. That is what I'm talking about. The second part of it is visa preparation. Many times, a lot of people have made mistakes around their visa, and then they end up spending twice. But I tell people, I say, see, it's better to make mistake on visa and not make mistake on OSCE preparation. So some people, they now take that preparation, they make it to be the most important thing. They now take the OSCE preparation to be less important. I tell you the truth, on the scale of priority, your OSCE is more important than your visa. Your visa will take you to do your OSCE, but your OSCE is what you will need to do to get a job. Your visa will not get you a job. If you go to the UK today and you are, as a visitor, it doesn't mean you have a job. But with your OSCE, you can have a job. So what will give you a job is what you should pay attention to more. Preparing for your OSCE will guarantee you a job more than preparing for your visa without preparing for your OSCE. Number 3, mock examination. Now, one of the things we try to do for our students, especially those people that actually come through with me or with our institution of support, is that we sort out your logistics. How much are you going to spend between Heathrow and the place you're going to stay? From Heathrow to the exam hall, from Heathrow to Liverpool, where you want to do your practice, from Liverpool to exam hall, how much you spend? All those small stuff. We try to cover that up before you get to the country. So it doesn't disturb your preparation. You just enter into the country, have a seamless ride through the process, and then hit your target. So most of the time, people are overwhelmed by so many things. Accommodation issues here and there, salvation issues here and there, things that just come up suddenly. We oversee and foresee and avoid those things. And at no charge, really, because the real amount you'll be spending on our institution is the amount that we are giving to you to be able to prepare for the OSCE, to sit for the mock test, and to pass the OSCE examination, because we consider that the most important. Every other thing is only supportive of that issue, which is the OSCE preparation and the job support. So what am I trying to say? I'm trying to say that for anyone that wants to take this issue seriously, you don't start when you have 5 million naira. You start when you have 5,000 naira. What do I mean? Okay, this 5,000 naira now, I want to begin to say I can raise it up to maybe this amount so that I can start my preparation. Because once I start my preparation, I know that my head is there towards financial growth. I want to say I can get more money. I want to say I can talk to so and so to get more money, take a loan from so and so to get more money, and I can do this and that. And that becomes the issue. Are we together? So, having said all of this, what is my advice to you? Are you a nurse? If yes, do you want to travel out this year? If yes, just one advice: start now. Not start today. Today is still in the evening. Start like now. How? Create a will, create a passion. Let there be a desire. Number two, start your preparation immediately. You know, some people have questioned me that, sir, why are you taking money for hospital preparation? It's a good question. Yes. The reason I'm taking money for hospital preparation is because I get us and NMC tutors dedicate their time to train the current syllabus, and not just that, practical teaching the line of what of the scenarios that take place in just team and just examination, and I pay them every week. That's why I take money for just class. That's it. I pay them every week. Number two, we set up a mock examination where you will come physically and test yourself practically. And that mock examination center is also a live practical center that you can always come to every single day when you enter into the UK. So you can practice every single day without any extra pay. So whatever money you have paid is for the OSCE tutors and the practicals. And you're not having to pay any extra money. It's not for the logistics. It's not for the support. It's just for the OSCE preparation purely. The tutors, the mock tests, and all of that. Do you understand? So why am I saying you start now? Because if you start, you start. If you have not started, you have not started. If you have not passed IELTS, don't let that to disturb you. Start preparing for IELTS. I do take people for IELTS long time ago. That one's not a new thing. Okay? Start now. All right? Now, after said all what I said, I will pause a little bit, and I'm going to allow people to ask. You know, everybody must ask a question. I'm not here to do radio. If you are here, you have listened to me so far, the first criteria to ask questions that I will see your face. I want to know who I'm talking to. You turn on your video and then you ask a question. If you're not able to ask a question, you can type it and then I'll read it out. But please don't turn me to a radio man. Okay? Ask your question. I will post this video up again for people to see. But please, this is time for question and I want to see people's faces. Please. So for further you're actually recruiting, it allows you, it gives you a fair space. It's not like you are trying to ask a company to pay for your ski. You have done your ski. It's not like you're asking anybody to pay for your pin. You have your pin in sight. So what gives you the grant to get a job is your presentation before, during, and after our ski. What do I mean? How does your letter looks like? And number two, your location. For people that are currently in the UK who have come to write their OSCE, your location has set you at a very high advantage compared to somebody in Nigeria. Number two, that you can state in your support statement that you are actually going to write your OSCE is another level. Number three, that you have a number that you can communicate with, it's another level. And number four, what did you put in that stuff? What did you write there? You understand? If you write something that indicates that you're happy to start a job now, you'll be able to get a job even before your ski exam. This is something that's happened to somebody. The person got a job before our ski exam. And that's saved them. I can tell you that one. Because people say, I came to do OSCE. Let me focus on my OSCE. They will now be doing preparation, because they didn't have time to prepare in Nigeria. They are busy getting money. You understand? So they will focus on preparation and forget that they're supposed to be applying for a job because they have entered a new territory. That territory alone is an advantage in itself. That recruiters can call you on phone and invite you for live interview is an advantage on this one. You go for interview, you do well in the interview, they will forget that you're a black person. They will give you the job before they know your position matters. And if they invite you for a live interview and you have the capacity to go, in fact, there are people in Nigeria that they didn't even know that they didn't know that they were not in Nigeria. But when they sent the interview to them and it showed that, and they said it's a live interview, and they now saw that you said, please, can it be online? Just sorry, you didn't know you thought you are, they will just cancel the thing. I'm telling you, this happens every day. People talk about how they were invited for interview, and all of a sudden they withdrew the invitation because of location. So getting a job is not a matter of maybe or maybe not. It's a matter of how you present yourself when you are in the UK. And the reason why I'm asking anybody to start now is because whatever you start now has a date of start. You can put a target to it. You can say, okay, I'm starting now. By December, I should be in the UK. That is the principle about starting now. But if you don't start now, once you say it's tomorrow, you can't put a date for tomorrow. Because even tomorrow that you are saying, tomorrow can be another tomorrow. Tomorrow is infinite. If you say tomorrow can be Saturday, can be next Saturday. It can be next year. You understand my point? Start now. That is it. But your position matters. Getting a job can be before your ski, can be during your ski, can be after your ski. And of course, it all depends on how you present yourself at the point when you are actually looking out to apply. Okay, let me see the second question. It says, can we know the documents for visa preparation, so as preparation, and can anyone invite regardless if the person is So a person with a student visa can invite because the person is a legal resident in UK. Whoever is a legal resident in UK can invite, as long as you're illegal, like you are not illegal. Okay, and of course, if your accommodation also give permission, because some people accommodation is not, it doesn't allow for double people to stay in a particular place. Maybe you just took a place, a apartment for one person. You are not inviting because of that apartment. It will be a problem. But if you're able to have an apartment, maybe I can take 2 people and ask other, maybe it even be a shared apartment. As long as it's someone that can take more than 1%, you are able to invite. Back to the first part of the question, which is talking about documents. Now, documents determine or depends on who is applying and your schedule of application. Some are applying as and they want to sponsor themselves financially. Why some are applying because somebody else wants to sponsor them. There are different documents that will be needed, as it were. Are we together? The different documents will be there. So if you are applying as someone that is sponsoring yourself, you will definitely need a statement of accounts. And it was the 3 months that confirmed that you have money that is good, a lot of money for that 3 months. And the money must be explainable. You must be able to create a money for every money in your account. One area that people have actually messed up when it comes to visa is that they did not have explanation for their finances. That is the only one area that I think disqualifies people from their visa. Are we together? They did not have explanation. And of course, your nursing documents. Number 3, your tickets, your exam tickets, like those things that they give you when you paid for the exam, you understand? You have to have them. And of course, any document that affiliates you with your sponsor is the person, your daddy, your mommy, your uncle, your auntie, your sister. It's often best that you have a sponsor that is related to you by family or as a very close friend that you can be able to substantiate your friendship. There must be documents to show that you are friends. I mean, documents. I mean, it could be pictures, it could be results, it could be anything. But I can call anybody my friend if I like. But how will I show that? You show a old picture, or you show a old document that shows you communicated together, or a result that shows that you passed through the same school. Something that brought you together with that person must be seen, and those documents must be carefully stated. Now, one thing about the UK government when it comes to this kind of things is, if they detect a lie, even if it's not a lie, that visa is done. The way you can now disprove a lie is the document you present. And if the document is not fake and it's accurate, and they can confirm it's accurate, you have passed that stage. Once they inject a lie, even if it's not a lie, if your truth looks like a lie, don't present it. You understand? Because once they see it's a lie, you are gone. They just say, you can be truthful, but give us a proof. That's what they are looking for. So the proof of all whatever you write in your letter, that what you cover letter, that we write what you want to go and do in UK, and the financial story, the people that are sponsoring you, and how long do you want to stay in the UK? Where will you be staying? Why will you come back to Nigeria? That's the cover letter. So whatever you write in that cover letter, you must give a proof for it. Okay? But like I said, never focus visa preparation as much as OSCE. OSCE preparation is more important than visa preparation. You understand? Of late, in our little institution, we have had scores of people that have gotten their visa, scores of people, via support. You understand? And it's all based on the fact that they took the first things first. I will not communicate with you just because of visa preparation only. No. I want to know what you are doing about your OSCE preparation. I want to be involved. I want to be sure that the person I'm supporting will pass OSCE. So let us see what you are doing about your OSCE preparation. Okay, okay, what level of preparation? What do you plan to do? Do you have to do your mock? If you don't have all those square answers, I will just ask you, please kindly start the OSCE preparation. Let me know that you have started. You understand? Don't run away. Somebody wrote OSCE 2 days ago. Do you know what she told me? She said, sir, I'm afraid. I said, why? She said, the way I did that thing, it's like I will fail. Like the person was regretting. He has not collected result. He was already saying, sir, it's like I will fail that. I said, sir, it's not about belief. The way I did that thing is plain in my head. And from what I saw, I did. It's not. So imagine that kind of person, I supported how to get visa. And I didn't inform the preparation. I'll be feeling guilty now. So that's the reason why I intentionally say, I don't take money for logistics. I don't bill. In fact, somebody will say, how much? You see, I don't find ease in asking you to pay for me to support your visa. But that's your OSCE preparation. Let us enter into it. Let's start it. You understand? When we start, we bring visa into you. Do you understand? Do you get my point? So I don't know if I've answered that question, but as it were, that is the answer to the question. Do we have other questions? No. So 2 more questions and then we are done. Yep. I've just to get out of here, please. I will believe that everybody's happy. But like I said, if you don't pick anything from this particular section, start now. Now. Don't say, sir, you see what happened? Start now. Now. I can tell you people have pursued up and down on this matter. When they now say, they say, thank you for pursuing me, sir. You understand? Because at the end of the day, you now find that I have joined a long time ago. I don't know what I was doing. And it's as simple as that. Whatever brings you into OSCE preparation is already guaranteed that you're going to pass IELTS and pass OSCE. But if you are still looking for money will not give you OSCE success. Money will only allow you to buy the form. You spend 2 million naira, and you spend all this money, but it will not give you success. What will give you success is what you do before you got that money. Do you understand? So looking at what I'm not seeing anybody asking questions. I will be ending the class in 1 minute, and I'm going to go back on. If you're on the page where I'm going to do OSCE now, I'm going back to that page. We meet there. If you see me on your DM telling you how far, I'm not 18, it's not hatred, and it's not pursuing. It's just that you have already said you want to start. So what is delaying you? What's dating you, sis? What's happening? What is holding you? Let's start. So that is why I'm coming to disturb you. And so that by the time you enter UK, you will blame me for coming to UK. You blame me that it is you that made me to come to UK. You blame me happily. You understand? If not for that brother pushing me up and down, I will not be in UK today. And I like that kind of blame. Thank you. So, but start now. Start now. Start now. Now. Not tomorrow. That tomorrow is a dangerous word. Tomorrow can be next year. Start now. Now, listen, now. Okay? We finish the class now. Take a booklet, say my Husky journey, and then you start. Chat with me, we start. Okay? So thank you very much. I don't think everybody has any question. Thank you very much for your time.